How's it? This is Mundo with Washburn, and welcome to the Working Guitarist. Hey, we're lucky today. I'm here at John Taggart's shop where he makes guitars and does guitar repair. And years ago, I was lucky enough to have him as my guitar tech on a big gig. Now he's off and back in town with Fleetwood Mac. He's getting ready to go back out with them, but he's been with a bunch of great people. And when I first worked with him, he used to give me a hard time about the way I string strings. And professionally, we got to keep them changed, right? But I hate it. It's boring to me. So I would just put them on anyway. And then he taught me how to do it the right way. So I'm going to have him teach us how to do the Z-Wrap, the S-Bend.
Z-Bend.
Z-Bend. And by the way, he does this on steel string acoustics as well, and all his electrics for all the big guitar stars. So take it away.
Okay, well, this is a vibrato guitar, so we want to keep the tension on it pretty close to the way it was in tune because we're going to loosen one of the strings. So I put a little platform there to keep the vibrato in place. And then of course we loosen the nut, 3mm, and we loosen the saddle down here. Of course it could help to loosen the key a little bit too, but we don't need to really. Pull that puppy off. Let's take this off right now. What do we got, 26? Of course we'll have to cut the end off of this critter.
Yeah, if you don't have a Floyd, you'd pull it through the guitar or through the bridge.
We'll insert this little puppy down into the saddle block. I like to tighten these up a firm setting, I don't like to nerf them down. You're just merely trying to compress the string. A lot of guys really tighten these up, and I've seen these break in half. They crush the string so much that it actually makes the string break. So just be cognizant of that when you're tightening that down. We'll put it in here, and I like to leave a 2-finger space before I wrap. Actually, it's more like 3. And then what I do is I pull this tight towards the guitar to create a bend in it and go the opposite way, that way, away from the guitar. So when I'm tightening that, when I'm pulling on this string, you can't even pull the string back out of the post right now. 3 to 5 winds is good. This guitar has a locking nut, so you don't have to be so close on it, but we're still going to end up with 3 to 5 here.
I think you also taught me to take this guy and bend it up.
Yeah. You weren't supposed to tell him that.
Get it out of the way.
Then we'll just put this back on here. I usually just clip them straight away. Stretch it out a little bit. Mundo brings his guitars over once in a while for me to do service on them, and I have to make sure the strings are stretched out pretty good because by the time he gets them back, he's usually playing a show that night. Okay, we'll take our, obviously the guitar is going to go sharp just a little bit.
Oh, that's
and we'll tune it up from there.
Cool.
Just be careful not to over tighten that block.
Hey, and one last tip, when I have to change like 4 or 5 guitars, the strings out for my show, I hate using these guys. And a lot of the techs, they have this guy, right? Right? Do you use this on the road?
I used it on your classical today.
Yeah, so.
It's kind of overkill, but it works.
Yeah, there's some commercial products as well, but yeah, these are great if you're bored. All right, this is Mundo with John Taggart saying aloha.